Welcome back. This is Thomas Triple T Tie with another new bullish crypto analysis. Let's dig in and catch up on Luna. This is TradingView Luna on the 1 week chart. And for those who have been following this chart since I showed the buy levels, we'll see that in a few minutes here on, I believe, the daily chart. But let's take a look at the weekly chart. I've added a couple things in here, which is the volume here. This volume shows us at what price level we had the most activities. So down here at around $6.20, the most activity for this range, going back to around May 2020. And here around 34, we had the second highest volume for this price range. Right now there's not a lot of actions here based on previous movements. So very not kind of weak area here, at least for the last since May, June 2020. And previously we had this symmetrical triangle here, and price was consolidated inside it, and it did a pretty good job until this 2 weeks ago. This red candle here, it went in and then dipped down below the triangle support, the symmetrical triangle support, broke through that, wicked all the way down here, and then this week it's got this red candle here. Couple of things we also want to take a look at is the Bollinger Band on the weekly. Initially it was above the Bollinger Band up here, and then now it's in the middle. The bottom's right here. And then this little wave right here is the bull market support band, and it fell below the bull market support band. Before that it was up above this ribbon the whole time, wicked below that, and then went down. So that was a pretty good support level, but it's not there anymore. It's currently at 51.94.95 if you round it up. Volume went up for a period, and then it just went sideways pretty much. And currently the KDJ line, the white J line, is fanning out below the blue K and the red D line. So all three are fanning out and trending down. That's bearish. On the MACD white line is trending below the red signal line, and that's bearish. You can see that on the current histogram bar is red. That's bearish. Down below on the RSI, which is red, the aqua line, which is the cumulative volume delta, and and then that's the momentum is the white. All three are trending down since this white candle over here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 weekly candles. It's pretty much trending down. There was 1 week where it went horizontal, but overall, on average, they are all trending down. And so we have decreasing demand, and momentum is trending down. RSI on the weekly currently is around 49.3. So it's in the middle. So that's where we are. So we'll remove this symmetrical triangle and draw another pattern. The pattern I would draw for this would be you could do another symmetrical triangle down here. Well, no, it would be a descending triangle. Then we could do this. Here's one option right there. Extend this out. If you press shift key, the line will go, you can drag it and it will still remain straight. And drag this guy down here. Click on the little anchor point though. This is one of the reasons that having a big monitor and the pixel size are really small makes it hard. So it'll be, instead of symmetrical triangle, now we now have a descending triangle, and this will be the resistance. Okay, so what I anticipate it to do is probably use this as support, range around here, come to this point, and either break down or break up. It might range for a week or two, or maybe it'll just come down in the next week's candle. We don't know. But this looks pretty good. We could do that. We could also do a descending channel by drawing a line down this way like this and going down this way. That will work too. Give you an example of that. So click this line to activate it, and then keep the control key down and click drag. And then you're going to have another channel. So this will be a descending channel resistance. There we go. We might want to change the put the words on the bottom to make it easier to read. So now we have two shapes. We have a descending triangle where this is the support, and then we have, and this is the resistance, and we have a descending channel where it will just fluctuate in between here, and this line at the bottom of the channel will act as resistance. And then we'll see what it does. Let's go to the daily chart. Expand this up a little bit. And previously, if you remember, we had the symmetrical triangle on the daily chart as well. And price did consolidate right in there. That was pretty cool. And then it broke through the support right here, and with this long candle here. And then ever since, it's been going down. So that shape right there, the pattern worked. So we can remove it in a little bit. But what we're seeing now is I had several buy entry levels. The FOMO level at 75.36. The next level below that is 63. And the sweet spot at 52.47. I actually scored this one when it dropped down. So look at that. It's at that level. Pretty cool, huh? And then we had another level below that at $37.76, and another one below that at $24.12. I remember people asked me if this was too low, and I said, nope, just keep it. And here we are. So chances are it might hit 37. That'd be really cool. I mean, if it goes down, anything below 52 here, buy it. Not a financial advice, personal friendly advice, edutainment only. Buy the darn thing. Luna's awesome. Okay, so a couple things we want to take a look at. First, the Bollinger Band. Now it's at the bottom, so here's the top of the Bollinger Band here. Here's the bottom of the Bollinger Band here. It's literally hugging the bottom of the Bollinger Band. As the Bollinger Band is opening up wide like this, it's hugging the bottom line. We have a couple other lines here. This little pinkish line is the 50-day moving average. It fell below that. Previously, it acted as a support line. You can see here, bounce off here, went up, bounce here, went up, bounce here, went up, bounce here, went up, bounce here, went up, and then crashed through. So that's no longer a support line, that 50-day moving average. So let's take that out. There we go. Let's take that out. Next, we have the bull market support band. This little ribbon here, that's the bull market support band. And as you can see, it's no longer in the bull market support band, as we saw in the weekly too. It's below that. So that's bearish. So let's take that out too. We'll put it back in the future. Let's take out the Bollinger Band too. And then bull market support band, let's take that out. Okay, what do we have left? We have this red line. That is the 200-day moving average. And it's almost touching that. The price for that 200-day moving average is currently $45. So $45 would be a really good target too. I would imagine that it would come here, bounce off of it, consolidate for a while. It could crash right through it. It's possible, but that's a very, very good entry level for a buy below 52.47. So again, that is $45. Okay. What else do we have here? We have the volume indicator here for different price levels. You can see at this level up here for this range since September 18th, 2021. Since that time, this level right here around $65 has been has had a lot of action, a lot of trading right here. We broke through. You see that is also a support level here, right there. We broke through that, and then this area where it is right now, this hasn't been a lot of action. So I would anticipate that it's going to bounce down to here or bounce back up to this level. So it's going to either go up to here as find resistance or drop down to here, right down here. You see that? All this volume here? Excuse me, previously. That's a lot down here. So possible to drop down to $37.76. Highly likely if the market continue to trend down or have volatility. So critical line right here. This dark red line that's going horizontal, $42.23. That is where this whole pattern, the volume pattern, says that this is the highest point right there, $42.23. So between $45 and $42.23, that's a very good area if it does drop below the $50 zone. It previously dropped down to $47.78. So it did drop below 50, and the chances are it could drop into this zone right here. Very, very good zone. Let me repeat it again. It's a very good buy zone, not financial advice. Very good buy zone right here. Okay, I hope we got that straight. Down here, we can see the volume, at least on Bitfinex, is trending up here. So that's good. While price is down, volume's going up. And these indicators down here are old. So I left them here so we can see. So we'll move them away and update them. So here, what do we have here? We have the KDJ line. The J line is the white line. It's currently below the other two, and that's bearish. But it's curving slightly up. So this is the daily chart. So it could take a day or two before it touches the other two line, and that's what we want to see. We want to see it curve up and touch those two instead of bend down and curve further down. I guess this old note here still works. Then we have the MACD line. MACD is no longer indecisive. It is very decisive right now. It says bearish because the white MACD line is below the red signal line, and you can see the histogram showing all red bars here. So white MACD is trending below red. Okay, cool. So now we updated that guy on the daily, and let's check this guy out. This is the RSI, which is red. And then we have the cumulative volume delta, which is the aqua line, and we have the momentum indicator, which is the white line. All three were trending down. However, they currently are flat. They trended down to the bottom, just like hit the bottom and trending sideways. So that's I don't know. That's not bearish. That's neither bearish or bullish. So so it hit bottom and went sideways. Cool. Let's move that down there. Okay. So what is this saying? It's more bearish than it is bullish. You know, we got a bearish sign here, bearish sign here. All three trended down, hit the bottom, trend sideways. So this one's somewhat neutral at the moment, but we'll wait and see what it does. Chances are these three lines will start trending back up, but we'll see. Because you can see since this period here, it has not touched this low of a bottom for these three lines. See it? Here, look back. That's very bottom. Right here, which was July, the July crash, July 24th, 21st, somewhere around there. That crash, this is even lower than that. See it? These three lines? The blue line might be the same. Nope, it's lower. So this is a very low period. And the price was much lower here. So this is very curious. All right. So that wraps it up for the daily chart. Let's move to the hourly chart and see what's going on there. I'll send these out in the tweet as well, the pictures, so you have a copy. All right. So let's turn on. For the hourly, I'm just going to leave the some of these. I'm not going to do the 250 and all that stuff. That's better on the daily chart. So this is the hourly chart, Bollinger Band. We hit the bottom of the Bollinger Band, and then we went up slightly, and then hit the top of the Bollinger Band. We are currently near the top. So chances are we're going to bounce back down again. But if you notice, the bottom of the Bollinger Band here and the top is constricting. It means that it's coming together like this. And so that's going to force it to open like this, like open out like Y like that, like that, like that. So it's going to open wide, or it could constrict some more. If it constricts some more, that could set up a potential for an explosive opening. Either, well, currently where it is now, it could be explosive upward. But if it continues to constrict, it could force it to go down slightly. On the volume indicator here, right here, this red line right here, the price there is $63.92. That in this time zone, going back to roughly the 18th. Yep, the 117. So this whole zone here from January to 17th, it says that this volume right here at $63.92 has the most activities. Guess what? We range around that area for quite some time. Look at that. Drop. So lots of activities right there, and we drop. So the second level was right here, right below that. But down in this zone right here, where it's at right now, that has the most volume, although it's no match for what this volume was up here at this level up here. But that's $51.52. It's shown that it has more volume than any price range within here. So what does that mean? That means that if it goes up above, it's going to find resistance up here. If it drops below, there's not much down here to support it. It could drop further. If we take a look at the volume here, at least on Bitfinex, and since the 27th, its volume has been increasing slightly, so that's a positive sign. Go down to the KDJ line. We have the white J line above the other two. That's slightly bearish, but it's very close. And it's also towards the top of the zone. And currently it's bending down, which means that it could repeat this pattern where when bend down, bounce back up, bend down, bounce back up. It could do that. Or if it trends below the other two, the price line will go down. So right now it's indecisive, but the other two lines are trending up, and the J line, the white J line, is above the other two. So it's semi-bullish, but I would wait and see. Down here on the MACD white line is above the red signal line, and it's trending up. Both of them are trending up. You can see the histogram being white or green on your chart, so that's bullish. And it's also, if you look here, this is the bottom of where this point was on the 22nd of January. Here it's quite above that, so it's bullish. Down below that, we have the RSI, which is the red line here, and the cumulative volume delta, which is CVD, the aqua line, and the white momentum indicator, which is MOM. Both the RSI and the MOM are trending up, even though it's kind of bouncy. It's not like a nice line. It's very bouncy. It's very erratic. On the lower time frame, you tend to see more erratic zigzags like that, like saw-like. And so that's semi-bullish, but the cumulative volume right here, this aqua line, you can see it's been trending down, like on average, trending down, and then recently it kind of picked back up, but overall it's been trending down. What that means is demand is lower than supply, but the good news is it looks like it's trending back up, but more horizontal, trending back up since the today. So it's been a couple hours, a handful of hours, and then turning back up. So that's positive. But then again, it did that here, went up and then dropped back down, went up, dropped back down, did like a wave, like whoa, like that. So it could turn back down again. But at least the RSI and the momentum indicator are trending up. So what do these indicators say? Basically, it's going to do what the price is doing. It's going to consolidate sideways, but trend up slightly. That's what it's going to do, in my opinion. And then I drew the descending channel here. This line right here and this line right here. You see it kind of bounce right in between that. So what these indicators tell me is that it's going to continue to do that. It's going to go hit this resistance on the channel, drop back down, hit the support level on the channel, go back up, and continue. So what do I expect it to do? It's going to bounce off this channel and go back down. And these indicators will follow that pattern. Is that what it's telling me? Potentially, if it drops below 51.48, where it is at right now, if it drops below that, chances are it's going to bounce back down to this level. So we could potentially hit those mid-40s price line, potentially, if it continues the bounce between the descending channel. And, we had these way back here. Let's move them. The thing about these hourly channel stuff, hourly indicators, J line, is that like you label them and they move so fast and then you have to reposition them. Okay. Well, I think I need some more room for that, huh? Okay, let's get this guy over here. Where is it? There we go. MACD line is trending. No, it's not sideways. MACD line is trending up. And then we have this guy right here. It helps to have these labels because So we have RSI and momentum. Trending up. And we have the CVD. And pretty much trending sideways. It's helpful to have these labels to remind you of your thoughts previously, especially if you have a lot of charts like I do. And so it helps a lot. Just kind of revisit those thoughts you had to see if you were right, or what you need to do to tweak your thoughts. And so that's basically the weekly, the hourly, weekly, daily, and hourly charts on TradingView. Now I loaded up the heat map to show you where some buy walls and sell walls are. So let's take a look. We have a sell wall at 55 with 23,715, and then we have another sell wall at 53 with 37,758, and the price is currently at 51.40 something. Below that, we have buy walls at around $49.50 for 24,748. Below that, we have another buy wall at 45 for 31,991. And below that, we have this giant group of buy walls here. So somebody is thinking we're going to fall into the mid 40s to the lower 40s, like I mentioned to you on the chart. So my bet is that a lot of people are thinking that's where it's going to go. Below that, well, you want to know the size for that area? 67,922 for one level at 44. Below that, 13,737. And below that, 13,567. Below that, 27,805, I think. So, and at 40, we have 24,479. At 38.50, we have 13,653. So it's good to have an idea of where some of these things are, so you can position your entries, just above that, or if you want to go with the herd, put it in the middle. I wouldn't though. I would put it like slightly above it. So for this one, 44.50 would be a safe bet. Let's see here. What else? Let's zoom in and see what's going on here. Oh, actually, let me zoom out. I need to take a picture because you guys like pictures on Twitter. You saved that for you. Look at that. So kind. Okay. Let's zoom in and see what's going on with Luna in this chart here. So zoomed in, you can see some of these spoof walls on the bottom, forcing the price to go up. And you can see some actions here. People selling. You can see a cascade here. This one's 2023. So trying to sell, but you see these walls trying to push it up. Here's a spoof wall forcing it down. Spoof wall forcing it up, and more spoof walls, etc. And you know a spoof wall because the colors are not consistent. You see how it changed? It's red when here, and it changes. And then some of the walls are probably real to absorb it. Like this one right here. You see how the price came down, and then the wall disappears. There's no more. It went down here instead because this was more yellowish and orange. And then that thing dropped, part of this wall dropped down, and it became more red here. Red just means that it's a larger size. It's more dense. Okay, so that's where we are zoomed in. Let me take a picture of that too, because you guys will want something on Twitter. Okay, that pretty much wraps it up for us. Let's see here. I need to get back to my window here. Okay, there we go. All right, I hope that was helpful for you. If you found that helpful, smash the like, ring my bell, and hit subscribe if you haven't. I'll update the other crypto also, like Matic, Solana, FTM, etc. ADA deserves one. It's at such a good level. Anything around $1 for ADA is a fantastic buy. If it drops below that, not financial advice, but buy the darn thing. It'll triple. Okay. Thanks again. I'll see you soon. Peace.